The Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast is a roundtable formatted conversational podcast about any and everything.
6 Black queens and kings from New York City,
sharing our views on Black lifestyle, culture, relationships, religion, and current events.
Here at SR, we try to give our listeners the real in a world of fake.
Worldly professionals with class that also know how to switch it up.
Now let's talk our wild shit.
Yeah.
Hey, what's good, everybody?
Peace. What's good, tribe? How's everybody feeling today?
Feeling good. Man. Feeling good. How are you?
Today.
Good.
I'm recovered. That's fine.
Good.
How are you?
Recover. What's wrong, Pop?
No, I told y'all in our mental health check about my green out. So
Okay. All right. We ain't gonna bring it there. We can bring it there.
Exactly.
Peace. Welcome back to Sophisticatedly Ratchet. I am the spew guy, Drip. Please say the drip, and I'm here with the Sophisticatedly Ratchet gang. We are here to present to you the real in the world of fake. Thank you for rocking with us. TJ, would you like to grace us with our humble what do we call introduction to the tribe? Where they can reach us?
Yeah, tribe. Thank you for listening to another episode. Thank you for finding us. Share us with a friend. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. If you're listening, you can listen to us wherever you hear podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. Look for the Sophisticatedly Ratchet podcast, and you can follow us on IG at SoRatchet Podcast, on Twitter at SoRatchet Pod. We're also on TikTok.
TikTok.
TikTok. You on TikTok?
On TikTok at SoRatchet Podcast.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, so that's gonna bring us into our moment where we need to get our chakras in alignment. TJ, would you like to send to us with our daily?
I thought we were gonna.
The moment of ascension I've been waiting for. Come on.
Yep. So today we are going to be doing the solar plexus chakra. I'm not going to tell you where it is because I like to hear where you guys decide that it is, where you feel it in your body. But it represents self-esteem, pleasure, willpower, and personal responsibility. If it's imbalanced, you'll be feeling low self-esteem, control issues, manipulative tendencies, and misuse of power. Okay. Something else that I want to share is how can you strengthen this chakra? You can do physical workouts. So working out is a good thing. Moving the body, breathing
Kegels.
Exercises. Kegels work. Kegels always work. Optimizing your digestion, and then doing binaural beats meditation. I love doing this. I kind of shared this with Boogie at one point. I like listening to different binaural beats. Some of them are like for to decrease your anxiety. Some of them are for manifesting money, manifesting abundance, manifesting love. And I listen to it while I sleep, by the way. Like YouTube has tons of them. So it's called binaural beats. I listen to it all the time while I sleep.
I listen to them too, but not when I sleep. I used to listen to them like in the shower and shit.
Okay. It's dope in this while you're sleeping because it's like just working while you're resting, you know? Like I feel like it's resetting me.
I actually like while I'm working during the day is when I have that kind of thing on. Even though they have some images on the screen, like sometimes for some of the videos, I don't really pay mind. It's just like the kind of flow that it kind of gives me for like peace of mind. So I have it in the background when I'm like working or whatever. I've tried to use it while I was sleeping, but I can't say that it kind of helped me sleep because I kind of sleep like a baby, so I didn't even notice it. But yeah, it's definitely effective. I fuck with it.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
Let's get it.
All right. Mash, I noticed that every time I ring it, I watch you on YouTube and you're like jarred. You're jarred every time.
Like
so I think I'm gonna like move back from the mic so it's not as jarring.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being considerate. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you're trying to say you bang it
You
too
want to
loud.
call me the ice queen all the time, but okay.
This
Still
nigga
cold.
headphones
You
is on
still cold as
maximum
fuck.
volume or some shit.
They let me turn them down.
All right, guys. So let's take a deep breath in and out.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
What do you guys feel?
I enjoyed that.
Where did you feel it?
I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel it in my solar plex.
You don't even know what the solar plexus is, right?
I don't know.
I feel like
Take a guess. Take a guess for the try. What is solar plex at?
It's in my abdomen area.
Is that
Judges?
what the solar plexus is?
You looked it up because I see you reading it.
Bro, what are you talking about? I looked at the abdomen.
Okay.
You a fast type of guy.
Flash, where you felt it?
Nah, I feel like I was already unblocked though. I meditated this morning, so honestly, like, I mean, I was already at full power. Just to be honest with you.
Okay, excuse me.
Like, this is just a
like
small
you did the
top
same
off.
chakra.
That's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
All right. That's cap. But all right.
All right. Anyone else want to share, or we can just move on? I'll tell you.
I feel like I can
feel anything.
Okay.
If I had to guess, I would say I felt it. There's a part of me wants to say like in the upper chest to neck, or maybe like front of the face towards the middle. But I'm guessing, to be honest with you. But that's where I can say I felt it.
Shake.
But yeah.
I agree with Boogie. I kind of felt it in my chest area.
Okay. It actually is in your chest. It's like right above your stomach area.
Ding, ding, ding. I win.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Like,
win. Music.
In this area, right above your stomach, right below your chest. This is the area. And it goes 3 up. So root chakra, then there's the sacral chakra, and then the solar plexus. So it's number 3. Right above
So
your
it's solar plexus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was right.
You were.
Right.
Nice.
All right.
Good guess. Good guess.
I'm
Good guess.
I
complete.
want to give you my flowers. All right, thank you so much. Okay, cool. Let's move on to Shake's word of the week. Word of the week. Word of the week.
Wow.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So I got you this word of the week. I actually heard it when I was at work. My boss told me it actually said this word to me, and he talked about the cadence in our voices. All right. In reference to speaking to carriers and the seriousness in which he wants us to seem when we are talking to them. So what cadence is, it's a modulation or inflection of the voice. I'm going to use it in the sentence. The cadence, my cadence got my girl wet before sex. How about that?
That's a terrible fucking sentence, nigga. That was a terrible fucking sentence, bro.
Wait.
No,
Wait,
you got to say the cadence of my voice as I spoke to my woman while I fucked her made my woman wet. Like you got to the cadence is like the rhythm, the pace at which you kind of do something.
Yeah.
Yes, your diction, the way that your diction,
inflection.
Yeah, that's the tone.
So
your diction.
I like your sentence better too, Flash.
In the military, we do cadences all the time. Live, right, live. So like that's the whole inflection of your voice.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it is. Yeah.
I mean, what is that supposed to do though in the military? Like when you use that type of cadence,
it's just a command. Right, face. Left, face. It's the inflection of your voice. Yeah.
So I guess the command authority.
It's a command. I guess. I mean, it's done in all militaries. All
right.
Yeah. I guess I just never. I don't always apply a cadence to just your voice though. I definitely know it from cycling, and we always said like you have to keep a certain cadence when you driving with a pack or something like that. So
and that's exactly how the military uses it too. We all stay in line with each other, and that's what it helps us to do. That's what keeps us in line.
When I think of the word cadence, I think about rappers and how different rappers have different cadences.
Yes, I was going to say that.
Some people can switch their cadence they talk about better than others, and that's why some rappers can sound completely different on one song versus some rappers who just can't switch their cadence and they just sound the same on every track.
What's the guy that goes really fast and it begins with the
Twister, and also Busta Rhymes switches his cadence. Busta does that immaculate. Yeah,
have you seen him live? He is crazy.
Yeah, he could do it.
He has so much energy.
He can spit fast.
Yeah,
no lie.
He does that.
And he's still kicking today. Like his music is still alright. Like in terms of verses and features he's been in.
Last year in a concert, and I was like, whoa, he never lost it. Yeah. He did get fat as hell. He did get thick as hell.
That's 30 plus years in the game at least.
So wait, question.
His neck is so thick.
Your question. Who do y'all think got the better cadence between Twister and Busta?
I'm going for Busta. He's Jamaican.
Because Busta could slow it down. Twister's not really someone I could see slowing it down like that. He can Twister, but Busta slows it down naturally.
I don't recall if I heard. I was gonna say I don't recall if I heard Twister raps slower than his, than his fat. But Busta to me goes in and out. Busta also throw a little patois in the mix here and there from his, so he's versatile in my opinion.
Yeah, that's why I say Busta too. Yeah. He's more versatile.
I feel you. Yeah, I like.
I mean, no, shout out Twister though. Twister,
but I love Twister. No, I like Twister though.
Yeah, shout out Twister for real.
Yeah, but Busta, I just feel like as far as cadence, like he's able to navigate it. He's giving you the fast, he's giving you the slow, he's giving you a set of patterns.
And I feel like just Busta got the longevity. Like Busta been doing it longer.
I mean, how long was Twister really popping though? So
I think he was popping for a minute.
He definitely hit his peak when he was doing his work with Kanye.
3 years, I think 3 years.
Nah, you bugging. That's when he got popular to us, but he was a big thing out in Chicago. Like
Facts.
You right.
I think he got mainstream when he started working with Kanye and Jamie Foxx and all that. That's when he blew up a little bit more with that, that single shit.
Yeah, but
I did want to shout out Kendrick though. Kendrick got a great Kendrick.
Cadence is different too, for sure.
Yeah, it's
I fuck with Kendrick. As a matter of fact, I was listening to a sound called Crown off his latest EP. It's just so soulful. I really fuck with it. Not, I don't think it's different than the cadence he had before, but shout out Kendrick. Like he still got it.
I mean, he definitely exercises it a lot. Like in every song, you see him switch his cadence at least like 4 times, and that's his particular style. You know, I mean, that's how he stands out for the most part. But good word, Shake. I like your word. That's a good one.
Kendrick Lamar is a Gemini. Have you heard his new song? He's like, push me to the. I don't know. Have you heard it? Yeah, it's funny.
Yo, my favorite song was the Toxic song with him and
with him and the girls going back and forth. Yeah, that's my shit.
Yo,
and then you hear the tapping in the background. It's all logical. Like these are the stuff you tap dance around. He also talks about one of his songs also has his aunt in the song. Basically, he shares that he grew up and she was basically like a lesbian. Like he talks about all that and how she taught him a lot. It was it's deep if you really listen. That's all I'm saying.
It is so profound when you see an artist that puts in work in their craft, and it's like you can feel it in terms of how we're talking about it.
And then and the tap dancing is a real cue because the tap dancing is basically saying that that's the topics that us in the Black community tap dance around. It's crazy.
Now I got to get out another listen. I didn't listen to it enough. I think I probably listened to it like twice. And I picked up on like the key songs that caught my ear, like the Silent Hill shit that TJ likes. Probably because it was a meme, but nonetheless, this shit is tough.
I agree.
All right, so moving on. Here's Sophisticatedly Ratchet. We do this thing called Sophisticatedly Ratchet commercials. All right, so we got this new thing we're implementing here. All right, we need money. All right, we're gonna get it somehow, one way or another. What's the best way to do it? Affiliate marketing.
Rob niggas.
That's what they told us.
My fault.
Affiliate marketing is what we gonna do. We're not robbing nobody. No pistols, no handguns, no knives, none of that here. Sophisticatedly Ratchet, spew God drip drip. We out here trying to get bread the good way. All right. So what we gonna do? We're gonna make recommendations, and we're gonna call them Sophisticatedly Ratchet commercials. All right. We get to choose. It's gonna be sophisticated or ratchet, but it's gonna be a commercial. And in today's commercial, I present to you a book. The book is called The Way of the Superior Man, and it is written by the gentleman by the name of Deid, and it is amazing. It's one of the reasons why I crafted this episode, and I wanted to put it out there because it was a really great book. It came across my desk because of Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle had a video when he was talking about a book that changed his life, and it was The Way of the Superior Man. And then when he dropped the jewel, he said, if you're a woman and you want to get to know your man better, read this book, Way of the Superior Man. Is going to teach you about masculine and feminine. So I read that book, opened up my eyes to a lot of different things, and I want to share it with the tribe. So that's my Sophisticatedly Ratchet advertising commercial. Boom, boom, boom. That's for you. Does anybody else have a commercial they like to provide to the gang?
Oh, can I let's show the book for the tribe, bro?
Oh, you got the cover? Yeah. Okay, you got The Way of the Superior Man. Flex it.
Yeah, man. So definitely Madge did recommend this to me a way back, and I've definitely been learning some shit from it in terms of just like different energies and just understanding just women differently. And myself, to be honest with you, just like how I react, respond, and how I kind of process shit. This is really helpful.
Thank you, King.
It's a good book. I definitely listened to the audio version though. Like I couldn't do the regular book.
Same. I listened to the audio version as well. And I feel like it talks a lot about dynamics between male and female. Well, it talks a lot about the dynamics between masculine and feminine energy. It's not male and female. It's masculine and feminine. And it's actually a really good conversation piece if you're going out on dates and shit like that.
Facts.
Women love you bringing up stuff about like masculinity and femininity. Definitely use that for that. Definitely use it for that.
AFF out here on the job.
That's
TJ, you got something you wanted to promote today?
Yeah, I do. I have a sophisticated recommendation. Okay, I'm not going to call this one ratchet at all.
Nice.
You can find it on Audible. It's the book called The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and this book changed my life. Four Agreements.
Clutch.
Right?
Clutch.
Have you guys read it? You read it?
Yeah, I played it for my mom a couple months ago. She loved it too. But yeah, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really straightforward. The four agreements are being impeccable with your word. Yes, you got it, Mash. I was going to show it to the tribe too. You got it. So that's
I got you.
Be impeccable with your word, which is like speaking your truth, speaking in integrity, saying exactly what you mean. Don't speak about, negativity or against people. Don't take anything personally. It has nothing to do with you sometimes when other people say things to you. So for you to get in your feelings about it, it don't got nothing to do with you. That has everything to do with them and their feelings. So don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions. And then always do your best. So then you just have nothing to worry about because you did your best, right? Like no regrets. And I try to live my life by these four agreements. And I think you should too, tribe.
Gang. Those are words to live by. Four Agreements is definitely an eye opener. If you got a chance or you got a couple dollars on you, why don't you head on down to Amazon, head on down to Audible, go purchase these books through our affiliate links, and find some enlightenment within yourself because these books definitely enlightened us in a lot of different ways. So that leads me on to my topic for today. I want to talk to you guys about the chase. Yeah, the chase. All right. So what do I mean by the chase?
You talking like Tom and Jerry?
Not quite. So
the chase, are you chasing after me? No,
I mean
not that kind of chase.
Though?
We running a race.
Alcohol?
We on cops.
What we talking about, Ken?
What you gonna do when they come for you, bad boys?
So here's the thing, right? I believe that there comes a time in every man's life when he has to focus on himself. He has to put things to the side. He needs to, whatever he was distracted by, distractions go away, and he pours into himself in order to be the best version of himself. Like this nigga was a Pikachu for mad long, but now he's like, yo, fuck this. I'm leaving Ash Ketchum. I'm gonna get me a Thunderstone and I'm turning into a Raichu. I'm gonna evolve. I'm gonna step it up to the next level, right? This is what happens. In doing so, he stops dealing with women. He stops the drinking. He stops whatever it is that was distracting him. He's pouring into himself. All of that masculine energy that he's using to grow, he's able to evolve. I did that for myself. I feel like I did that when I was away on the farm. I poured into myself to learn more about myself and take myself to the next step. I feel like my man Flash did that when he poured himself into programming and redefining his identity. And I feel like there's a point when you have to make a switch in your mind. You have to figure out what it is you want to chase, right? And that's what I mean by the chase, right? When I say the chase, I'm referring to that drive or that desire to just pour into things or achieve things. That's what I mean by the chase. And the question that I want to ask you guys, well, I got a couple of different questions that I want to ask you guys. The first thing I want to ask you guys is, what's something that you've pursued? Like what's something that you have chased after in your life?
That's not pussy?
It could be. You feel like you chase pussy?
I mean, I feel like I have. Yeah, I don't feel like it's beyond me.
When do you feel like you chase pussy the most?
When I don't have it?
No. When in your life, I mean, I'm not trying to put you on blast.
Like a time frame.
So I think a time frame is when I definitely don't have. I think when my focus is just that. I know that I have moments where if I've gone too long without sex, I know I got to go on the hunt. So. And a hunt usually means like putting myself in scenarios as a single nigga trying to holler at as much women as possible. So I need to go to places where I can meet women. No, actually, no, I don't think women. Well, no, I'm lying. You could definitely go to strip clubs to pick up women. But yeah, I think it's about being around as much feminine energy as possible and putting myself in the mindset of saying like, my goal here is to talk to at least 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, whatever I know the goal is to say. I want to leave this party knowing my pursuit of pussy was accomplished. So yeah.
Got
I heard
you.
that.
Or at least you've made progress in the chase, right?
Correct. Yeah. I don't gotta win, but I gotta attempt. I gotta shoot.
Well, if I have to talk
You
about
make
something I
0% of
chase,
shots you don't take.
I'm gonna go back to college and shit. I'm talking about how hard it was to get out of there, and like, I was definitely chasing that degree and shit. Like I've put a lot of work and effort into getting out of there and making sure I graduated with amazing grades. Especially since coming from high school, I felt like I had something to prove because in high school my grades weren't that great. So when I got to college, they put me in a program and everything, and I had to, work with people who didn't have high grades either. And I said to myself, I had said to myself since high school that I'm gonna stop pretending to be stupid. And now I'm in college, and I'm gonna actually show how smart I am. So it was my chance to showcase, how smart I actually am. And I actually, got my degree, got out of there, and that was the chase for me.
Okay.
I would,
Mo?
I would say that I would use the word chase as accomplishing a goal, maybe like interchangeably.
Okay.
And I feel like at different stages of my life, it was something different.
Absolutely.
So
give us one.
But one that I feel like it was stagnant, and it still is like financial freedom, money. It's the chase for money, or the chase of creating access for not just myself, but for my family, like just the access. And to me, that is money. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I always think of money as a never-ending goal because you get some, but then you gotta somehow lose some. So it's a cycle. Like the goal is always recurring.
Yeah. So, and I would say that it's money because first it was like me to get my degree, right? And, go to school so that you can get this job that's going to pay you whatever. And then, you like to live a certain lifestyle. So you need to make money. So that is, so for me, I feel like the chase, one of the consistent chases for me has been the chase of access. And I don't want to say like money because it sounds like money hungry, like greedy.
Too late.
But it's
too
not.
late. It's too late.
For me, it's not. You may feel it may be interpreted that way for you.
It's financial freedom.
Yeah,
we talk about how like money
access.
is just how it creates like that additional resource for that financial freedom. So it's nothing wrong to chase that because it's important.
It's stability. It allows me to live the life that I like to live, and I'm happy.
Nice and free.
How about you, Mo?
I kind of agree with Shake in a sense. Like a chase for me was definitely college and grad school. Like I just felt very nervous for grad school because I was like, I'm a mom. Like I went to an all-black school for undergrad, and I did well. I graduated with cum laude, and then when I went to grad school, it's like when you're around other minorities or Caucasian and stuff, you start to diminish yourself. Like, damn, am I as smart as these kids? But I did amazing in grad school as well. So I think the chase for me was just to look at myself, and even in my career, like, I remember when I became a manager, like I was a very young, like one of the youngest person to become a manager at the time that I became a manager. So it's just a chase of like the goal for me, the chase of my job to continuously to try to, move up and, see how I can impact the work that I'm currently doing. So
got you.
I fuck with you, Mo. It's like, yeah.
How about you, Book?
Well, what I can say something I've chased or continue to chase is clarity, understanding. I would like to think that I was confident in myself, but I used to seek clarity within others to kind of verify what I was doing. Not that I needed it, but it helped help support what I was doing because I had someone else backing it, like in terms of that clarity, for lack of a better term, understanding. So that is something I chase, and I realize I stopped. Like what I've done is not like chase it within others, but chase that clarity within myself. So it's just I'm still chasing clarity, understanding, but not from others, but within myself.
Understood.
Got you. Yeah.
Understood.
Good.
I would say the thing I'm chasing now is happiness. I feel like in different stages of my life, we prioritize things differently. But right now, I feel like that's all I'm at right now. That's the only thing I'm chasing because I'm coming more aware of how short life is. all you got is like really now. So
Absolutely.
if you can, you should try to be happy.
Make the moments matter.
Absolutely.
Chase that as much as possible.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling these days about the chase. But Flash, you made a really interesting point as far as the chase being the pussy, and I feel like
but wait, I feel like I fucked that up. That's not my chase right now, though.
Oh no! I just asked what type of chase you experience. But please, what's your chase now?
Oh, so if I was gonna say right now, I think I'm chasing success.
Okay.
And I like how you said you chasing happiness, because I feel like, damn, I think I stopped chasing happiness, which is the wild part. I feel like I've already found that, so I had to change what else there was for me to chase. And so for me, and when I say success, I'm really like defining that by what I deem as successful, not what I see on anybody, like from what anybody's accomplishments are or whatnot. Like I have this own schematic for myself that's like,
absolutely,
yo, Flash, you're going to do this and you're going to put in this much effort and you're going to get to this point. And it's some part of it for me is writing those things down. So I know, like, damn, every time I say I'm chasing success, it's based on the fact that I said I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. And so accomplishing that on whether it's a weekly, daily, monthly thing for me is crucial, because that's really what it is for me.
I fuck with you on that.
I
feel like some things you don't have to chase, even though it's like happiness is a thing to chase, and I fuck with that. But I also think about like, I'm not even an expert on like attraction, but I think about like when you think about clarity, I feel like you can automatically get happiness. Like I feel like there's certain things you chase, you automatically get some other things as well, whether it be wisdom, peace, or
correct,
things of that nature. Financial freedom that TJ was talking about, like you can get that through reading, knowledge, and all that. So I feel like, I'm just trying to say that there are things that you chase, but you can gain so much other things from it, from whatever it is that you're chasing, that ideal or goal. Anyway,
I mean, you make a really good point, Book, as far as like, is it about the goal or is it about the journey? Right, the journey along the way while you're on target to achieve your goal, you're gonna pick up so many jewels on that pathway to that success. You know what I mean? And they may make it even more fulfilling by the time you get there. But it might not if you didn't have those hurdles that you went through to get to that experience. Like I can see it. I can see it playing out that way as well. You make a really good point as far as the process and the journey.
Facts.
Have you guys ever regretted something you chased? You ever chased something and then when you got that shit, you was like, oh, damn, it wasn't worth it. Why'd I do that? Give me a story, Bug.
To be honest, it's not a good story. I feel like I chased a relationship recently, and I feel like I put a lot of effort into it, and it didn't pan out the way I did because of me chasing it the way I did. To be honest, there's an argument made that maybe I should not have chased it the way I chased it. And that's a very long and nuanced conversation, because it's a long relationship. But yeah, I think about like relationships, and I chased it. I feel like for some of them, like it failed. The relationship failed. So yeah, I'm not gonna say it wasn't worth it, but I can say that. Yeah, I can't say it wasn't worth it. Yeah.
I mean, but boom, just like you just said a moment ago, right? It's about the journey, right?
Yeah, I've learned so much.
Exactly.
Learned so much.
Exactly. There's a path to self-discovery whenever you put yourself on a chase. You know what I mean? Depending on what it is that you're pursuing. Has anybody else regretted something? Yeah.
I wouldn't say I regret it. I say at the time I felt like I regretted it. And that was joining the military. I joined the military at 17. I grew up in an abusive home. And so I wanted to get as far away from my father as possible. And so joining the military was like a way out for me. And so getting financial freedom and not having to live, at home with my mom and my dad. So it was like, all right, I'm going to do this and I'm going to be on my own. It's going to set me up for 20 years. I'm going to retire. So I was like, okay, the military is what I'm going to do. Okay. And making that decision at 17 is just you're not ready at 17. You don't have the mental capacity, in my opinion, to say, I'm going to risk my life for this country. And I couldn't even vote at the time. And I felt like I regretted it when I got to basic training. I was like, oh, this shit is hard, and there's no way out.
What was hard about it? Like the schedule, just the
everything was hard. I felt like a slave. I felt demeaned. I felt Yeah, they had you do and say things that I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And you could not get out of it unless you got a dishonorable discharge. And I was like, I'm fighting for a country that I can't vote. I don't understand politics. And then it really hit me when I got deployed to Iraq and Kuwait. I was like, oh shit, this is not really what I thought I signed up for. I was smart. I got accepted to all these colleges and I decided to do this. And I was like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? Right. So it was something that I regretted at the time, but now I value it because it put me where I needed to be financially. I was able to like set myself up in a good way. It supported my character. I became a leader very early in my life. I was able to differentiate, having friends and then having a leadership role very young, and to differentiate that, because that's really difficult to have friends, your peers, and then to lead them. It's really different. So I feel like it strengthened my character. And I felt like there was nothing I couldn't do. And I think this sounds crazy, but I do feel like every but everyone should go to the military because it does structure.
Oh, you tripping.
I know this sounds crazy.
No, I know
it
that,
gives
like,
you a lot of
it
gives you that structure that I feel like a lot of people need in their life.
Like they have no issue getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
And there's
like
a lot
they
of
the early birds.
TJ, how long do you recommend?
Disciplined.
Like at what age and for how long?
I would say from 17 to like just basic training, honestly, because you learn how to. I felt like I learned how to be a leader. I learned how to just fend for myself. Like you can't go to mommy daddy anymore. That doesn't exist. You know what I mean? I know how to do everything for myself. And, I felt like that's what I got out of it. Maybe everyone else wouldn't get that out of it.
No,
but there's a lot of countries that you have to do the military. Like it's not like a choice.
Yeah, I think
it builds character. For me, it builds character.
I think also being in sports builds character as well. And going to college builds character. Well, depending on where you go to college, if you go away from where you reside and you're staying on campus or even having that's where
you learn those skills.
You learn skills. The same thing. You're now a leader, even in certain sports. That's where your team captain comes into place, a leader. So to me, that's my. I would say that builds character as well. And I get it. Like being in the military, of course, that built character.
Attention detail, that was so.
The clothes are lined up even. Like they're
they're
organized. Organization is important for them.
I feel like being everything. It's really structured who I am as a person. So I don't regret it now.
I feel like being in sports did that for me as well. Like running track and having a coach that was insane. I love you, Mr. Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor was great.
Yo, it was serious. Like, everything down to your technique.
To be precise.
Down to your technique had to be precise. How you started in your block.
How you swing your arms, everything.
Yeah.
So Mo, have you ever regretted a chase?
I'm trying to think. And kind of like Boogie, like when you know you're not supposed to be in a certain type of relationship and you chase that, it's like I regret. I learned a lot from it. You learn a tremendous a lot and what you will and will no longer tolerate, things of that nature. So it's always a learning process, but to regret chasing it, I would say probably so.
I feel like that's the pain talking too.
Right. The
like
pain, absolutely, because you're going to learn stuff from that. And sometimes, we don't look at it. Sometimes the regret of chasing money. Because you go into this thing thinking you're gonna get something, then you go into this thing thinking, and then you get defeated, and then that hurts you as well. You know what I mean? Like,
or the effort is not worth the money.
Like I lost this money, because you're trying to just be financially, free. So I'm just speaking in general, like with doing like investments, or let me try this out, or somebody that may have a business, like let me do this business, and then the business flops.
A lot of rappers signing contracts thinking it's going to get them money, and it's
chasing
not
that money
like that.
to basically help support you or to put you in a financial positive way, and sometimes that turns out negative. So it's like that chase as well.
Right.
So
I don't see it as negative though. I see it as an experience. You learn from it.
Right. I mean, you learn from it,
of course.
But but initially you regret it until you learn. Just like I regret, like I can now I'm in a place where I'm like, oh, I at the time I regretted it, but I've learned so much from it. So at that moment, that person regrets doing it, until they realize, you know what, now I know to do this instead of that. Now I know to invest this and not so much, so then you're gonna learn from the experience. But in that moment, I'm just being transparent. In the moment, you regret it. In that moment, you regret it. So, yeah.
And that regret is the pain because you're not ready to process and heal from it. You hurting right now, so that's why you feeling like, yo, it's feeling like it's not worth it or whatever because it's hurting.
That's when the blaming starts, and it's not that serious. Everything happened for a reason. So
your
big facts.
Yo, Shake, you got a chase you ever regret?
Man, I feel like I agree with Mo with the whole learning from your mistakes and shit like that, and as far as investing and shit like that, and just being smart about investments. Sometimes you put too much into something and it shit just bites your ass. You know what I'm saying? It'll bite you in the ass, but you got to take it on. You got to take it on the chin. You got to take it as a learning experience. Real talk, because there's nothing you can do. And at the end of the day, how I feel is if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. You know what I mean? Like you still alive. You still got, you know what I'm saying? You're still alive. You're still employed, hopefully. You know what I mean? There's still ways for you to come back. You can come back from this. And at the end of the day, sometimes, it just becomes, it gets overwhelming sometimes, but like you just gotta sometimes just stop and just center yourself and think of ways that you can actually do better, or think of ways that you can come back from whatever this failure is. I mean, I don't regret too many of my chases. I feel like I more regret not chasing things. You know what I'm saying? Like it's for me, it's more of the regret of not going after this or not following through or being knocked over by that first hurdle and saying, you know what, fuck it, I give up.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like
facts.
I feel like that's something that I regret a lot more than the chase itself is to not actually pursue that chase and not push through. You know what I mean?
You think those opportunities are still available?
Absolutely. But the thing is, sometimes the opportunities change and sometimes the opportunities aren't available. I was actually I didn't want to bring this up just yet, but I actually was supposed to go to the military years ago.
Really?
Yeah, I was actually supposed to go to the Air Force.
Should have.
And they gave me a job as a satellite technician.
That's a great job.
I know. But at that time I had already started a family. You know what I mean? And it was just like I know for at that time I didn't feel like I wanted to leave my family, but I don't feel like at this time that's what it would have been. I felt like I could have. I felt like I could have better.
Wasn't ready.
If I had gone to the military and did what I was supposed to do, I felt like I could have. I would have just put my family in a better place. And I wish I had thought this through before I decided not to get on that bus. But I mean, sometimes we have regrets, and like I said, I just have to push forward.
Got you. How about you, Flash?
Something that I regret chasing, and that was a question.
Yep. Have you ever regretted a chase?
I think one for me. I was trying to think about it while y'all was talking, but I think I regretted chasing like comfort in a job. I feel like that's kind of what sparked like my change in I want to go into a different industry, and I want to switch jobs when I feel like it, and I want to kind of upgrade as I see fit for myself with any profession that I'm in. I feel like when I was tied to my job, I felt like my identity was kind of being told by the people who employ you. And if you feel like, hey, and I guess for me, I'm only gonna speak for myself, but I feel like I was limited by what they're gonna tell me I can make or do, or how successful I could be at times based on the comfort that I had with my job. And I think my shifting has kind of changed nowadays, because I'm sitting here like, you know what? I ain't afraid to lose a job. I'm not afraid to not have a job, because I'm sitting here working on shit that I know for me is like, if I accumulate enough skill or be like as good enough at what I do, I'm not tied to just the job. And when I say that, I'm not saying that you can't move laterally, to a different company or something like that. I'm just sitting here like, I don't want to limit myself to say like, I only belong in this one place. They're going to dictate the future of my career and what I can potentially be. And I think I just changed that for myself. So I don't know where I'm going to be or what job I might hold or what title I might hold or what position I'm going to, fill for a lot of shit. I just know for me, when it's time for me to move, I'm going to recognize that and I'm going to just keep that going for myself. So, yeah.
Adapt to the situation you're in. I feel you.
Yeah, no, I definitely get. I can definitely get behind that sense of identity in your place where you work. Especially when you've been there for so long, it starts to make you feel like this is a part of who I am. And you seek validation from that place to reassure yourself that you're good. I am enough because I do this thing really well.
I want to say one thing. Like Shake said, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. And don't get me wrong, I understand that saying, but I feel like that's something that we should like eliminate because we feel like something's killing us, but we're not dead. It's not like we're physically being stabbed. And think about that, like if someone's physically stabbing you, if that attempt don't kill you, you're kind of smarter to avoid that the next time because it didn't kill you at that point, so you're stronger for it. So I'm thinking about like the theme behind that is really like in terms of like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's just the knowledge of moving forward from that. That's really what it is. Just a reflection from it.
That analogy you just gave made me really not think that what doesn't kill you make you stronger is like a really thing. Because if I get stabbed and I got a limp forever, I don't feel like I'm gonna be strong after.
Like no, it didn't kill you, so it's like the next attempt. Like it's not gonna go the same way. You smarter for it. You have to.
I might lose a limb.
No, bro. You know how to protect your other limbs. If a nigga pull out a knife, you're gonna like. I know what you're about to do.
We've watched way too many Marvel movies to understand that. Like, yo, them motherfuckers been hammered a few times. They still keep kicking. I don't know. I just like, but.
It may not be stronger in the it may not be stronger in the physical sense, but in the mental sense. Right. And I only say that because I see some patients that are like paraplegics, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and I said to myself, if I ever got in a car accident, God forbid, I rebuke it in the mighty name of Jesus, but I don't ever want to live without a limb or something like that. Just let me go.
You know what, TJ?
And that sounds fucked up, and I'm grateful.
I don't blame you, my nigga. There's one thing, like if I had to lose something, I would be fucked up. If I lost my vision, I would feel like I would be so fucked up.
But that mental strength.
Speaking as
really
someone who has lost their vision, I feel like I feel like that's a wrong way to think about it. All of y'all, there are people that can survive and do their thing with the condition that they have. So I feel like the show don't stop. The story's not over. It, of course, God forbid, nothing ever happens to y'all.
Doable. I just don't want to have to do it.
Yeah,
of course, no one wants to have to do that. I don't think anyone would choose to want to have that. But it's like it, God forbid you have a limitation on you. You still good. You can still keep it going.
And I see that when I see those patients that are like thriving and they're writing books and they're writing plays and they're like doing so, and it's just that mental strength. It may not be that physical strength,
but here and here,
yes, it's that willpower,
Superman strength.
I recently, was dating a guy that had a dog, and the dog had like this limp or whatever. And I'd be like, every time I see him limp, I'd be like, oh, and then he's like, dogs don't see that, and they really don't. And Mo follows these like dogs that have disabilities, and I'm just like, and they're the happiest dogs ever, and I'm like, we need to be like that.
The disability don't exist if it don't exist here. If the disability don't exist here, then it don't exist. Yeah, like I wear glasses all the time, but I don't think about like, oh, I have no vision, like I'm technically handicapped. I don't think about that at all. I'm just got my glasses, I'm good.
Yeah, what I said before, your pets don't pay bills, okay? They can be
I know you said that earlier.
Yeah, but it's a lot. No, but it's a lot, and they're called the service humans. It's a lot for them too.
You actually do save money with service dogs, so they actually are helping pay some of the bills if we keep it at 100.
Facts.
Flash, you ain't shit.
I'm just telling y'all, man.
But Flash, you touched on something as far as like you triggered me when you said pussy, because I regret chasing certain women to the level that I chased them to.
Nah, don't regret.
Yeah, let's get ratchet. Let's get ratchet. Tell an example. Give an example.
You know why? You know why I said don't regret it, bro?
Give an example.
You got to remember when you going through your younger whole day version of yourself, and you upgrading your like Pokemon, nigga. You gonna upgrade your dick game from basic dick to you know,
got to get your experience points
evolutionary
up.
dick.
Yeah, for sure.
Like a
got
poke
to.
dick decks or some shit. What?
No, I just feel like for every time I learned a skill set or I fucked a woman, it increased my points. Like,
shout out to Mr. Mo. Mr. Mo used to say to me, he used to say, Malachi, he called me Gator Jr. because he was Gator Senior, big pimp. Right? So he'd be like, Gator Jr., you got to get your notches. Like, what that means, you got to get them notches on your joint. That's how you know you're gaining experience. He says, so, you know, if your relationship don't work out, you know, just know that there's more women out there and you're going to keep getting notches. Just don't put too much pressure on yourself. It's going to be all right. I was like, you know what, Gator, you right, baby. You right, big pimpin'.
But what was a notch?
So a particular notch that I got that I regretted chasing was a notch out of spite. In my younger whole days, there was a young lady that I was approaching, and she happened to be a relative of a friend of mine, right? He was like the cousin of a friend, right? And this friend in particular, I was being petty. And I approached this cousin, right? So me and this cousin, we wound up linking up, and she lived in like the pink houses. No, not the pink houses. She lived in the brown houses of 150. If you guys know about
That's
Queens,
the projects.
It's
I know you're talking.
Shake no.
That's 40. 40.
No, not 40. No? Not 40. It's over there by Rockaway and Suffin, right where it intersects. Is the houses on that
I know
side.
You're talking there.
Right.
I don't know what the name of those are, but
Shake, you know that complex? I can't remember the name.
Why Shake no?
Baisley House. There we go. There we go. Baisley Houses. This is where she lived. So she lived in Baisley Houses, and I went in there and thinking it was gonna be a good old time. But when I got there, you know, mind you, we was in college, and she lived with her family, and she lived with her mom's, and she slept in her mom's bed. Her mom's happened to have like mad disability problems. So when I got in the crib, the house was just unkept. And when I rolled in there, you know, I was still in there to complete the task. I knew what I was there for. I knew what the mission was. So I gets in there, and as she takes me to the area where we gonna proceed to have sex, it looks like a hospital room for the most part. Like, you know, you got medicine like capsules and shit, like the bottles, mad empty bottles on the countertop. It's like mad fucking old lady perfume. And in my
mind, where was her mom?
Not home. That's she was
at the doctor.
She wasn't home. So we proceed to get in. I wasn't gonna stop because I was already there. So I'm kissing on her. I proceed to take her clothes off, and then I found this was my first inverted nipple experience. So when I seen it, I was off put because I realized, like, is the medication for her? Like, what is going on here? Why is this titty looking the way it's looking? I look past that and I proceed to lick it, and I lick hair, and I'm licking this nipple, and I'm like, how is there hair on an inverted nipple? I didn't understand it was even a possible thing.
Oh my God.
So I proceed to continue because I'm not gonna stop. You know, I'm here. Wow. I'm here. I'm gonna complete the mission. I'm not gonna give up. So
was it like just one hair, or was it like a fur?
It was several. Okay. It was bushy. I would flash you mine and show you. It kind of looked like mine, like damn near identical.
But I mean, did it look like an S curl or was it scattered?
I mean, it was inverted, a hairy inverted nipple.
The nipple was inverted. The surrounding areola had bushel. All right. Bushel on the areola, no
That's
nipple.
Definitely turn off for me.
And you thought she had medication that would just give her a nipple?
Bro, there was so many.
The cadence that she was trying to show was not sexual.
All right, so she topped me off. Her top was amazing. All right, I can't take that away from the young lady. But I mean, I regret going so hard to have that situation end the way it did. You know, after
how did it end? Like,
I mean, you got good top.
I mean, she topped me off. I tried to have sex with her, but you know, I went soft and I couldn't continue to complete the mission.
You got soft because of the nipple?
It was a combination of things. As I said, she topped me off. The fire was crazy. But then when we proceeded to have sex, it just didn't feel right. And then
I mean, there are empty medication bottles all over. It's hard to concentrate, I imagine.
It was a difficult situation to be in. And I regretted that chase because after the fact, I got no points for that. You know, when I went to go brag on it to my boy, he was like, "You did what?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Why would you do that?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't even know, bro. I don't even know."
What did you say to your boy? Was it the hairy nipple thing?
I told him exactly what happened, and he laughed in my face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's like, you do what?
Just FYI, I can't wait to do the sexual education episode. But having inverted nipples is totally normal. Having hair around your nipples is kind of
normal. It is normal.
Yeah, but you have your preferences, and that's okay. I have a preference too. I don't like hair on my nipples either. So yeah, whatever. But,
you know what's wild? I don't think I see a lot of hairy nipples at all.
Yeah,
is it like more common than?
I don't want no hair around it. Yeah. But
I I don't like fucked up feet. No, it's just ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
No, I have a friend that like she has a lot of hair around her nipples, and every time I see it, I'm like, I'll be plucking that shit. Like, girl, like I can see that. Like, I'll be plucking that shit.
You be plucking her nipples? Let's hear more. Tell us more.
She want to fight you. I was like,
I'm just saying, like, she had like this top that was showing like, and a piece of her nipple was like
your best friend?
No,
the
it
next
wasn't,
TJ
it wasn't
only
my best
fans.
friend. It was another friend.
Oh, okay.
But when I'm dating a girl, I don't enjoy it. Like, I don't enjoy it. But it's totally normal. So if you have it, I don't want you to feel no way, because I think we have a screwed way of thinking about the woman's body or about our bodies. And so I just want to digress.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm pretty glad I'm really glad my male friends don't pluck hairs off of me. Like, I'd be so upset.
She was upset. I was helping her fix her bathing suit, and I was like, let me get rid of that real quick. Yeah, no curlies coming over the bathing suit. Oh. For me,
I don't even know how I respond. I don't even know how I respond to one of my niggas if they pull hair off my nipple, bro. I don't even know. Like, what do you say to your nigga?
Look at all this,
bro. It's your problem, bro.
She did. She said exactly that. She said that, and I was like, I'm trying to hook you up. You know what I'm saying? You got this cute birthday bathing suit on. Let me just yank that real quick. I was looking out for her, but to each his own. I don't even like
the hairy chest, but
I like to lick male nipples too, and if it's like hairy, it's like, oh, I don't want that in my mouth, So
I mean, another turn off for me is a hairy chest for a woman and shit. That shit is a turn off.
A hairy chest.
Yo, some chicks go here, like all up in here, and I think that shit
Really?
terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
it's just a preference.
That's just my preference.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mrs. Doubtfire proved that some men got different tastes, y'all. Chill.
Shake, I'm not mad at you. I'm not a fan of like hairy women, like hairy arms and legs and shit like that. I'm not a fan of that either. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I feel like gotten over hairy arms.
My arms. Yeah, I
feel like I've gotten over that.
I like girls with big hair though.
Yeah. If I had a preference, I would prefer my lady not to have more chest hair than me.
I don't mind girl have more body hair than me. My girl got more body hair than me.
Who, me? I don't got a lot.
Let me see it.
I mean, she got like body hair.
I don't got a lot.
What?
My shit is simple.
No, you said body hair. I was gonna say like hair. You got a dread. I was like, nah, body hair. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I feel like that is what she can't have more body hair than me.
I don't grow no hair on my body, bro. Like that shit. Like I'm just bare chested, bro. I don't grow hair. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's a good thing then, I guess.
That's a good thing. Some men are so hairy. They have it on their shoulders, on their back. I see so many patient bodies as a nurse. So like,
you know what's wild? Yo, I used to manscape a lot more back in the days, but I realized the new era of women, they don't care if a nigga have hair or not, like on his balls or nothing. I feel like, I'm serious.
I care too.
No, now when I say like it's not like an Amazon shit, but I'm telling you, no,
I think guys feel like that too.
No, these women they want to smell. They want to smell your nigga scent.
Hair, or you don't like hair?
Who, me?
You talking me?
Yeah, you say no, you don't. Both mash and shake their head.
Oh, you talking about hairy pussy?
I like the shake.
No, I'm talking.
That's my preference. I prefer it cleanly waxed because I want it to be
facts
as smooth as possible while I'm rolling the rivers. It's like a fantastic.
Whoa! I wasn't talking about eating pussy. I want my pussy clean. I'm saying the women, for some reason, they're okay with being with niggas that are not manscaped. That's what I'm saying.
Now, when you say okay, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, and I'm saying that there's men that
accept it or they prefer it.
I think it's even preference sometimes. These women love my scent, nigga.
I think they tolerate it. I think it's a toleration.
Yo, y'all ever ate like hairy box and smelled a little bit like a piss and shit? It's just a little bit like that.
Nah. Just because the box hairy don't mean that there's piss residue. You can still wipe and be clean.
Son, I'm telling you, son. But you gotta follow through, my boy.
I'm gonna co-sign that one.
You gotta follow through.
Just because the box hairy don't mean that they're not taking care of it. That's the wrong kind of message.
That's true.
No, I'm not saying it's not clean,
cool.
but they might have used the bathroom and shit. But
they gonna clean up. She gonna clean up.
Nah, that shit stick to the head, bro.
No, there's it's not just toilet paper. There's wipes and other.
And you smell what's in it. Yo, trust and believe. If you got hair on your pussy, it's gonna trap a little bit of pee in it.
Okay, I'm telling you.
And dicks too. I've smelled some
I
dicks
don't
that
know,
smell like
no.
urine. Yes.
You got some baby
But-
dicks
but-
may have some urine hair in it, but I
how
don't
they
think
get
it's
No,
regular.
it's not hair. It's not hair. It's just like around. Like I smell urine. Like
Like
because y'all,
around
just,
it-
y'all
around
just
it,
do
yeah.
a little shake thing. That's all
That's
y'all
incorrect. It's absolutely incorrect. We use one tissue
TJ.
and wipe the area cleanly.
TJ,
do. Y'all use
TJ,
tissue. I've
Or like for the
never seen a
residue
guy
that's on
use
the
tissue
dick, I don't
on
just
his
shake it
dick.
clean. I would like
I
just
do the
wipe it
same.
off cleanly.
I pat my
shake,
penis.
I shake, bro.
I pat my
Not
penis.
because
I'll
there's
be
gonna be
honest.
residue left on the dick. That's why I was just
Nah,
wipe
I'm
it off
good.
cleanly.
And you gotta
No,
follow through, like
I-
Shake says. You know, you end
Nah.
up having to follow through.
Follow through.
Yo,
I
is that
be
weird
annoyed,
though?
What?
What?
Like usually I rip off like a small ply and I'll pat like.
Well, you and
Exactly.
But
No,
that's
that's
the
not
Boogie.
weird, bro.
Only
That's
you and
exactly what
Boogie.
you're supposed to do.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
only you and Boogie
I
do
watch
that.
men pee, and I have yet to see them do that,
Go
and I
get
would
yourself a
enjoy
square.
it.
Y'all
But I
niggas
will
is
also
lying.
say-
I'm not on that shit, dog. Y'all
fucking
No,
lying.
I really pat.
Y'all
I like
niggas is
no,
not
not the
doing that at
urinal.
3 in the morning. 3 in the
No,
morning, you
no,
not
pat,
square,
facts.
bro. Little square
It's
pat.
one little
Yes.
tissue. It
Fuck
takes
outta
2
here. Y'all niggas
seconds.
is
I
lying.
pat, bro.
Y'all
So
niggas-
wait, hold on. Question,
No.
question, my guy. So if you about to go have sex and you about to go use the bathroom and you take a piss, you just shaking that off. You're not gonna wipe that down, knowing
No,
that
I
you
need
about
you
to go
to
get.
wash it.
No, I'm shaking.
Run
it.
some water.
Some
over
women
it
gonna
for
be like,
me.
yo, hop in the shower.
If
Yeah,
I'm gonna take
well-
a piss, you tell me to take a shower?
No,
Some
No.
you'd
Rinse
be
it in the
surprised.
sink.
I mean, not take a shower, but they're gonna be like,
when?
Yo,
not impossible,
I'm-
my nigga.
You ain't never had it happen.
yo.
So
I recommend that you rinse it in the sink. There's nothing worse than tasting toilet paper in a vagina. Oh my god, it's the
you don't even want to see it. Not a little taste.
wait.
or on a dick either, because I'm not expecting it on a dick. Because I think y'all all shake, but now that I know that you use it, so I
There's
don't
no
want
way you're
any
gonna have
toilet
tissue
paper
residue on a
residue.
dick. Let's eliminate that
Right.
right off
No,
the bat.
you
There's no
can.
tissue
Well,
residue
it
on a
can
dick.
happen in the
You
vagina,
can.
Flash
and
true,
it's
flash
disgusting.
true. There's no
Tissue.
tissue
All right, why are we
I've-
talking about this? We're so
I'm going to put my
Yes.
penis
You
in the
did
chick
it. You
mouth
brought
right
it
after
there.
going to the bathroom.
I
It's
did.
just
I
right.
tried
I'm
it.
sure she got a little piss in there. I'm sure.
Oh,
Anyhow,
God.
Wow, y'all got.
I'm just
That's
saying,
why
like,
I like, not me. I like to take a fresh shower, and people think it's a turn off. I need to
So
shower.
you gotta take a shower
before
every
sex.
time you pee, TJ? You take a shower every time you pee?
No, but before I
Ah.
have sex, and I know that you're gonna eat me out, yes, my vagina is clean. Like,
Yo,
I know a
yes,
lot
I
of
had
women
this-
that shit take a
I
shower
had
right
this
before
one
fucking.
I'm like that.
Facts.
I
There was this one
can't.
time in band camp, literally in band camp.
I can't.
Big
there, was,
camp.
there was this chick who took a shower after every time she came. Like, after every time I had to use a new condom, she
gets
went
messy.
and took a shower.
That's me.
It gets
That's
messy.
me.
Like every time, and we had like 3 sessions in one night. So I'm like, every time she went up and took a shower, it was mad weird in my
That's a
mind.
little. I feel like that's a
No,
little
that's
excessive
me.
though. 3
Why the hell
showers.
don't do it?
Nah,
She
I don't
came back
mind
every
it.
time.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but she don't have to do it.
Right.
I
Like,
have
I'm
to.
not gonna be looking at her crazy. Like, you good, man? It's like,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
shower
she
3
showers,
times.
fine.
Nah.
I
It's
don't
not
need
for
no
you.
extra.
It's for me.
I mean, I
Man,
figured
how
that.
dirty?
I mean,
How dirty you
I-
getting during fucking though? Like,
I mean, shit. That's
It's
what I was
not
thinking
that.
too. I was
I
like,
need to.
is this
First of
am I
all,
dirty?
it's good for your
Yo,
hygiene. You should
let me tell
always
you
pee
something.
after you have sex,
Say
right?
Well, yeah, that I
you
do.
talking about
As a woman.
showering, not peeing? Definitely gonna use the bathroom.
Yes,
Yo.
but for me, I feel dirty. I don't know
So
why.
I don't know
Girls
about
get
you.
clean,
I don't know
man.
about you, Boogie, but the way I have sex, nigga, I'm filthy when I'm done. Motherfucker.
Okay, go ahead.
If I ain't dirty when I'm done, I ain't doing right.
It ain't count.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
His
See?
sweat dripping all
Yo,
on you and shit.
but-
I'm
but
like,
see,
"Ooh, I need
that
to
shit
shower."
that shit turned me on though. I like having a hot sweaty session, but I also know I'm a nigga that sweat. Like I'm dripping like on chicks and shit. So
Patrick, you
I
went in
know
the fourth quarter.
a little bit.
I can't.
Facts.
I
Yo, cause I'm
can't.
putting in work. I'm putting in work, so I have to sweat. Like it
Right.
annoys me. It annoys me when like women don't sweat. I'm saying like, what are you doing? Like, come on. So I know half it when I deal with women who got to take showers. It's possibly because I've been sweating the whole time on them and shit. So go ahead, you deserve that shit. Like
Mhm.
it's cool.
A shower for me, I use the head on my vagina and it makes me pee. Like it's nice and warm and like it just feels good. So
That'll make you come.
it helped. Well, you put it on full force, it
Yeah.
does. But I don't do that. Like after sex, I put it on it because it helps me pee, and it's important for you to pee after you have sex.
I go right to the bathroom and pee afterwards.
But I like to
How
shower.
did we get here?
Yeah.
How do we?
I don't
go
know.
down
We
this
do it
path?
every
I don't know.
episode.
Y'all
We
always
We're talking about chasing
revert
pussy.
to. Y'all always revert to
that-
sex.
that'll
and
get
I
us
don't
the-
understand
the
why.
regret
I
gets
would
I've
And the
chased
moderator
it.
didn't
So
do anything
inverted
about
nipples
it.
came
so
in.
He didn't.
The
'cause he's
moderator.
I don't
high.
see. I don't see any problem with the conversation where
we
I
went
don't have a
from
problem with it all.
we went from hairy inverted nipples
Inverted
to patent
nipples.
patent tissue on dicks. Like
Right.
how did we get here?
I didn't know. I just got
That seems like a proper
educated.
progression as far as
How
I'm
did we
concerned.
get here?
know.
Okay.
Welcome to Sophisticatedly Ratchet. Welcome to
Big facts.
Sophisticatedly Ratchet. What we do here.
Facts.
All
Welcome
right,
to
this is what we do
Sophisticatedly
here.
Ratchet is
We
right.
got a whole cadence. We got a whole cadence. We got a whole cadence.
Hey, you were. Good job. Good job.
Thanks, team. So, we didn't have a chance to ask any burner questions today. I mean, I could,
What are your burner questions?
make one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But okay.
Give me some.
Let's do one.
So burner questions, what we do here. For those who don't know, if you email us at SoRatchet at sorry, what's our email? Hold on.
SoRatchet Podcast at
If you email us at
gmail.com.
SoRatchet, there we go. And you come up with a burner question, we will send you our beautiful burner cards.
Ooh.
If you're watching on YouTube, I'm flashing burner cards. And what burner cards are? They're a game that we created here at Sophisticatedly Ratchet. When we have burner questions, you answer them with burner cards. Burner questions could be answered one of three ways. Yes, which is yes. No,
Yes.
sorry, which is for sure as per the card. Then there's no, which is nah, sorry, no, nah, nope, never.
Nada.
And then the wild card, which we have, is Sophisticatedly Ratchet. And Sophisticatedly Ratchet is whatever you want it to be. It's not quite yes, not quite no. It's Sophisticatedly Ratchet, and you give that answer. Okay. Burner question I have for you all is: do you enjoy the chase of women? For the fellas and
Even the
the
women,
ladies,
do they enjoy being chased?
do you enjoy the chase of men in a relationship?
What?
When you ask women, are you talking about them chasing the men or the men chasing them?
Oh, that's a good. It was more so. It was more. The question was more so. Do you enjoy still chasing when you're in a relationship? Now,
chasing while you're in a relationship?
Explain. Do you enjoy the chase of women in a relationship? Oh, sorry. No, I apologize. I asked the question wrong. The question was, do you enjoy the act of chasing women in a relationship? Like, do you enjoy chasing person when you're pursuing them? Like, do you enjoy the chase? I apologize.
That's
from the women's side.
Right. Do you enjoy being chased by men?
Yeah.
And for TJ, it can be.
And I'm gonna go with nope.
Just to be certain.
That's my answer.
TJ, you better put sophisticated because you don't know what the fuck you want to do. TJ, like, I chase both.
Whatever.
All right.
While I'm getting one, the other.
Okay, we got a 50-50 split. Boogie, what you got?
What is that, Mo?
That's a 50-50 split. All right, so we got two Sophisticatedly Ratchets.
No, three.
We got two Sophisticatedly Ratchets. We got two yes for sures. We got one no, and we got a 50-50 split with Sophisticatedly Ratchet and yes for sure. Let's go with the 50-50 split.
Yeah,
50-50 split. Why you give me that answer?
Okay, because two questions, and I'm trying to. It depends on how I interpreted it. So if I'm, is it one because I was thinking not in a relationship, and when I'm thinking in a relationship, if I'm in a relationship, it says you're asking, do I enjoy the chase?
Mm-hmm.
While you're in the relationship?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Do you enjoy the chase of being when someone pursues you in a relationship? Do you enjoy when they're pursuing you? Yes. Do you enjoy
so if I'm in a relationship? Yes, because that still shows that the spark is there. We're still going out on dates. They're still doing the chasing, like acting as if they don't, they have me already, but they're still chasing and making sure, okay, we're going on dates, we're doing this, we're doing that. So I would say yes and that. If I was in a relationship, Sophisticatedly Ratchet, because nigga, I may not want you to chase me. I'm not, So it depends. That's why I said
I like your 50-50 split.
Yeah, that's why I was for 50-50 split.
So Sophisticatedly Ratchets.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go in? I was looking at you, Shake. Look like you want to say something.
I said no. I said no.
He said no. He the only one that said no.
My bad.
Okay, so
go
ahead.
Go,
TJ. Ladies first, of course.
Oh. Go, TJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I said Sophisticatedly Ratchet. I do enjoy a man initiating the conversation. I feel like that's the role of a man.
Okay.
I know that sounds weird because I know I'm not traditional, but then I am traditional in some ways. So I want a guy to pursue me. I go out to a bar. I want you to come over and approach me. I want you to initiate the first date, the second date, maybe the third date after that. And once we're in a relationship, I'll do everything. Like I'll plan vacations and shit. But when we're like dating, like I want you to say, I want to see you. I'm going to set up this date. But it's weird because when I'm dating a girl, it's like the opposite. Like, I don't mind, me suggesting something or they suggesting something. It's like I don't put more like pressure on a woman the way that I put pressure on a man. And I do feel like even when you're in a relationship, you should still chase after that person in your terms of chase. Like, I do feel like you should still be like, let me plan the date night for you, baby. Let me buy you flowers. Let me call you in the middle of the day, see how you doing. You know, the shit that niggas would do when they just trying to get pussy. You know what I mean? Like, I think you should keep that same effort. You know what I mean? So I'm complete. That's why it's Sophisticatedly Ratchet for me.
Okay. Book.
I say Sophisticatedly Ratchet because I'm currently moving, tribe, so I'm gonna be kind of like reverting back to not reverting, but I'm gonna be moving and kind of getting back into a single kind of bachelor life. So there's a part of me that says yes, but Sophisticatedly Ratchet. The reason why I'm kind of on the odds about it because I'm thinking about why I'm chasing at this time as well. So it's like I do enjoy pursuing women, but now I'm thinking about why I'm pursuing this person a lot more. Verse before, so that's why it's Sophisticatedly Ratchet, because it's like it's not going to be like. I guess my mindset is just so much different. Where it's like I'm more cognizant about why I'm chasing versus just chasing for the point of chasing. So yeah,
what's your why? What's your why now? Like, are you looking to like get married, have kids, family? Like, what's the chase? Or is it just sex, relationship?
That's the thing. Like, I don't have expectations to that degree, especially now, I'm still, haven't even moved yet. But in terms of me, pursuing a woman, I think about, me, I need to be in a position where I'm adding something, giving her some sort of value.
Yo, Boogie,
right.
I hope pussy rain on you, bro. I hope it
Appreciate
comes
you,
down
King.
like a thunderous cloud. And you just get like the rain.
Yo, do the rain dance you was doing the other day, Flash.
I need all that, my guy.
Yo, Flash is a mess. I can't.
Fake pussy.
Yes, rain down on you, Boogie. Rain down on you.
Rain on me.
Rain on you.
But on some realness, I think about like if I'm talking to someone, obviously there's something of value I'm bringing her. Like I ain't just talking like on some regular Joe Schmo type shit. Like I got something of value to offer you. So there is a part of me that is thinking about that and vice versa. But again, there's no expectation. So it's like, how do I organically get that from you? That value, like while I'm pursuing you, I feel like I'm still working that out, but it's wild, Sophisticatedly Ratchet, y'all.
Got you. Okay. Shake, why you say no?
I'm cool.
I'm tired of chasing these hoes, man. This shit.
You a lie.
Here we go.
Nah, I'm saying I ain't gonna say I'm gonna stop. Cause I ain't
so you
just
tired,
but you need a break. You need a break.
Oh, yo,
you tired, but you're not gonna
so
stop.
difficult, man.
He said he need a break. He need a break.
Hibernate during the winter, my nigga. Summer's coming.
No, man, it's a lot. Women make it hard. And then now we in the days of like, oh, I got like thousands of followers, and all these niggas is giving these chicks all kinds of what's the word? They give them all kinds of validation and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you got chicks that was easier to bag. Like maybe 10 years ago. Now they just you gotta give them the world and shit. You know what I'm saying? They want you to fly them out.
What's the world for you?
They want you to fly them out.
Okay.
And shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's exhausting. I'm up for the chase, okay, but it's exhausting and I don't like it. For me, I like going to strip clubs and shit. Where you know how the strippers are so nice and they just come up. I wish the world was like that. Where chicks are just, you know what I'm saying?
How's your day?
Let
me show you some titties.
You know what I mean? Why do I always got to make the effort? You know what I mean?
That's the best place in the world to get approached. Best place in the world.
Always got to make the effort.
As long as you got money.
It's exhausting. You know what I mean? And if women would show their intentions more, because they won't, they would rather you be the person who chases them. I feel like, I would have a lot more, I guess, I would have a lot better relationships, let's just say, because I like what you're saying, Boogie, as far as, she offers value and you offer them. In all honesty, not all the chicks I fuck offer me any type of value besides a nut. You know what I mean? Real talk. Like, it's just like,
because that's all you want.
I mean, I'm so cognizant about that shit, my guy, because it's like, I'm not going to waste my time if all I'm getting is a nut. I feel like that's some real shit, though. Like,
I mean, some chicks don't offer me nothing but a nut, and, I'm happy for that nut. Like, I'm grateful. But that
does affect how you're going to chase that person, right? If you just after a nut. Am I correct? Like, versus if you actually have some natural value from that person.
It depends. If I'm really sexually attracted to the chick, I may continue. to fuck with her, especially the ones that just, there was this one chick. Oh my god, like, TJ, you had sent the video talking about how this chick rode for a half hour straight. When I was on Uber Cruise, this chick rode my dick for a good hour. A good hour. Like I think
you like
and
that?
Then
you enjoy that?
Nigga. I didn't realize she put in so much work until the end of that shit. I was like, damn, she is the MVP. She's the real MVP. And I ain't gonna hold you. I did some real shit during that shit too. Like I had picked her up, ate her out and shit.
You're a monster.
Wow.
Like the motherfucking chefs, the people who clean the rooms and shit, they was coming out. They was acting like they didn't see us. They didn't even interrupt us. They kept.
You were outside of the room doing this?
We was up on the top deck and shit. Yeah.
Late at night.
At night.
It was during the fucking concert. No shit.
So nobody was there.
Yeah.
Everybody was downstairs at the concert.
But downstairs at the concert
came up towards the end, and all the staff was walking back and forth and shit. They were walking in and out like sheets.
And y'all was making noises and stuff, Shake, or y'all was kind of quiet?
Ain't no way that was
clearly.
keeping
We
quiet.
were in front of them, like we were like right there, but we was already like by the time they started walking by, we was already like a half hour in. She had already been riding me, and I was like, we wasn't gonna stop. We wasn't stopping unless somebody said, "Excuse me, please stop."
Right.
We're over. If you know what I mean, we're on the seas, but
nobody was cock blocking like that though.
Nobody. They kept it pushing. We wasn't the first couple they saw up there. You know what I mean? Wow. And I know that there was cameras looking at us too, so I'm pretty sure that there was like video. This video somewhere.
You just give them a show.
Got a whole porn.
I should have requested the video of my magnificence.
Oh my god!
Real shit. I need a copy of that.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine your shit showing up on Pornhub, nigga, and you see like how'd they get this footage?
That's right.
Me, nigga.
Depending on what the comments say.
I'll be honest. I know that
big facts.
I'm happy to hear that you enjoyed it, but for some women, like riding is the best orgasm. So I could see, I just don't like to do it for like 30. That's a long ass time. 30 minutes of just straight riding. That's a lot, but that's the pleasure for a woman. Like my best orgasms is from me riding. So
yeah, shorty. Now I put in work. I put in work too. I put in work too, but I appreciate women who put in the effort to do a little bit of work and shit. The ones that just lay there and want you to do everything. I mean, I don't mind taking control most of the time and shit, but sometimes. You get on top, like come on now, and don't just do it for 5 fucking minutes. Doing it all the time. Don't just do it for 5 minutes. Like give me a good solid 15 minutes to pump. And if you can't do that, bitch, you need to get to the gym. Okay, I'm sorry. Get to the gym, all right, because I'm putting in the work. You're not. I need you to do better.
Tell her, Shake, I'm the prize. I'm the prize. I'm the prize.
Exactly.
Well, welcome to another episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet. This is how we're going to end the show. TJ, would you like to close us out?
Okay, yeah, Troy. Yeah, I was gonna say what Troy got.
My fault.
Because he's dominating in sex. So, well, what's your answer? What was your answer?
About the chase? Nah, I mean, I said though. I'm a hunter. I enjoy the hunt.
That's what I was thinking.
I enjoy the hunt outside the relationship. I was going on. They had this whole shit. There's this author, David Allen Gray or something like that?
That name.
I think he that's the guy from In Living Color, bro.
Yeah, that's an actor.
All right, so hold on, but it's the dude that wrote this book. It's the dude that wrote the book Mode 1 though. His name is
I'll look it up while you talk. Just go ahead.
Yeah, but his name is Alan. Yo, look, I fucked it up. It's Alan Roger Curry. Wow.
Okay.
Got you. But yeah, it's like there is just like a mode for me that I really enjoy, and it's the hunt, even outside of relationships, when I know I get to really pursue what the fuck I want. I feel like there is a jungle. I am a lion in the jungle, and as far as the chase, I don't want women chasing me. I want to chase my woman. I want to chase my hunt or whatever the fuck I'm doing and shit. Even when I'm in a relationship, I'll be honest with you. I'll straight like, I'll run up on my chick and act like I don't even know the bitch. Like, yo, what's your name? It's cause I want to chase. I want to keep the chase going and shit. So like for me, I enjoy that shit. I get satisfaction of knowing like I get to always want that thing, whether it's pussy or more intimacy in my relationship or whatnot. I should always be chasing that. Like that is those are success stories for me. Every time I get to say, like, I chased it, I got it. All right, what's next? Because I get to, like I said, I get to hunt. I love this shit. Be honest.
And I'm attracted
All
to
right, I
men
like
just
that.
like
Yeah,
that. I'm
I like
attracted to
that.
that. I want to feel like I have something that you want, that I want to give to you, but I want you to work for it. Like I enjoy that dance, that play. So
yeah,
Yeah.
So yes for me.
Yo, shout out to Mo One. Shout out to Mo One. Shout out to Mo One. To anybody who was to anybody interested in a book to give you a different approach.
Notches or whatever you want.
A different approach.
If you wanna go into your prime hoe season as a man, you gotta read Mo One, because I feel like it puts you just in that mode of
let the women know what it's about and what y'all get out of it. Why are y'all recommending it? What does it say?
So number one, Mo One is a philosophy, especially if you're a dude who wants to, I don't want to say be a pickup artist, but just understand the energy that goes behind picking a woman up and how to be also real intentful and verbose with what you're saying to women to let them know where you're at, especially for men who want to kind of pussyfoot around I want pussy versus I want a relationship, is being able to kind of also discern those energies and being honest with your intent. That way you don't have to waste your time, her time, lie behind certain shit. And it's like, yo, tell women what you want sometimes, because guess what? It ain't gonna be the first time she heard it, ain't gonna be the last time she heard it. Of course, it's a respectful way to go about it, but sometimes it is simple as just like, hey, you look fine, especially if you in a club and you know you want to hunt. My nigga, you tell them like, yo, like, you look fine, like, what's up with you? Look, I ain't even gonna hold you, I ain't trying to waste your time, but you trying to fuck her now. And if you're in that mode, and you don't have to be sorry about that, because guess what, you're not wasting somebody's time because you're being truthful what the fuck you want.
Because you know what it is,
or no,
you know what it is though, Troy. You know what it is though, Flash. I feel like men are scared to say stuff like that to women,
that they
because
want,
they feel like it's gonna end. It's gonna end, and
be a
either
turn
she's
off
gonna
to them.
Then you're not here
walk
for
directly
me.
away.
You're not here for me.
She walks directly away, or she'll throw a drink in your face or some shit like that.
I think there was
But
always
to
a
be honest with
misconception
you,
of that being like a turn off or disrespect if you were being that direct. Or at
It's
least
not even
that's for
that-
me,
No.
like a
the
misconception of that.
reaction is not
or
even that
assumption.
bad. To be honest with you, I've used it before, and for real, to be honest with you, I'd hate to say this, right? But Mo One works a lot more with white women than it does with the black women. Okay,
I disagree,
because
but I'll let you finish.
they seem to be down a lot more often. And I shit you not, like I had said some shit to a chick that I was dancing with. I was just thinking about this the other day. I was dancing with her at a club in Manhattan, and I had said something, and then she said something like, "Nah, not right now. I got my friend with me, but I'll be down." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" She said, "Did you say you wanted to fuck?" And I said, "That's not what I said." But since we're going there,
since you want to turn it up a notch, okay? I'm gonna meet you halfway no more.
Exactly.
I was like,
we can skip dinner, bitch. Like,
I was like, that was easy. What's your name, by the way? Like, what the?
Shake, say no
Jake
more.
is
Link me that book, brother. I live in
shit.
Portland. I need that book in my life. Send me that book.
I will say that because I'm on Tinder, you see the men that are just really verbatim, and they're like, "Yo, I'm down. I just want to fuck. I don't want to be friends." And that, to me, I enjoy that, because I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for right now. So, it's easy for me to say, okay, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. But the guy that did not, so I recently got like a Tinder message from a guy that in his profile, it didn't say he just want to fuck or anything like that. We matched, whatever. And his first message to me is like, "I just want to eat your pussy. I want to take you. I want to give you he was like, it's something like a cocktail and cunnilingus is exactly the what was in the sentence." And I was like, wow, this is very like forward. And I'm not going to lie. A part of me is like, okay, no, this is not what you want, TJ. This is not what you want. You want a relationship, you want family. But then I was like, cocktail and cunnilingus sounds kind of good too. And I said, can I give you like no, I'm talking my business now. but I was gonna entertain it. And I was like, let me get back to you is what I told him. So I don't think white women are the only ones that will take that offer, is all I'm saying. Black women are into it too. Like, if I had an opportunity to just get some cocktails and cunnilingus, I'm for it too. Okay, so just FYI.
Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, it just depends on what space you are. What
Yeah,
space
where
you're
you're
in
at.
the time.
I haven't had sex in a long time.
Like
so
that.
cocktails and cunnilingus, I was like, ugh. Ooh. Actually, I didn't delete him yet. You know what I'm saying? He's still in my Tinder. So
you didn't unmatch him.
He's still an option. He's still an option.
It's still an option.
If you don't put it on the table, you'll never have a conversation about it.
There you go. So I like how forward he was. Like now I know what it is. And I said to myself, like, I'm looking for relationship, but until I get relationship, I could do cunnilingus. You know? Just
miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Facts.
Exactly. That's true.
Okay. Absolutely. So
all right, so I guess I'll take us out.
Yeah.
Wait, Nash, what did you didn't even answer, and you're the moderator. We need to know. We need to be in your business too.
My bad. I mean, I'm piggybacking on mode 1. I feel like that's an automatic yes. I feel like the chase itself is a good thing. I feel like as a man, like there's a sense of pride in the chase when it comes to chasing. Like when you meet, first of all, when you see something that you desire and it excites you, and you inside you got the finesse to talk to her, like that you can shoot a shot, even if your shit hit the top of the backboard, you feel confident enough to be able to step up to her. Like that part excites me. Like just from the beginning there, and then to know that I make progress with this person, and if it's quick progress, it's even more gratifying. It's like, oh shit, I'm really good at this chasing shit, But I feel like some of my shining moments are when I've had like one night stand chases, like those one night stand chases.
How'd I get here?
I remember one time it wasn't a band camp. One time at Webster Hall, it was my favorite venue to go visit. Met a young lady. She was there with her friends, and I was there with my man Phil. Shout out to Phil, my man. We got to get him on the show one day soon. We was there with homegirl. We was all drinking, having a good time in the basement of Webster Hall. About halfway through the night, her homegirl asked me if I wanted to leave and go back to their room. No, I asked if I could leave and go back to their room, right? She said, yeah, but she had to run me past her friend. She said, you think I should leave with him, to her friends? And that felt so good, right? You know how when they bring you to the friend? Yeah. They were like, should I leave with him? And they looked at me. She looked me up and down. She said, hell yeah. I was like, oh, yes.
I definitely do that with Mo.
We hop in the car. We get to first of all, we hop in the V, my car. I take her to this hotel. We was at the W. It was really nice. It was really, really nice.
Who paid for it?
She was already staying there. So I drop her off. I had my boys in the car. I had to take them. I had dropped her off. She wanted to get ready. I drop her off at the hotel. I had to swing and drop my man off. I came back to the hotel. When I get to the hotel, I'm walking upstairs and I go to the elevator. I'm like, oh, this is some fancy shit. I walk through the hallway and the walls all got like beautiful art on the side. Oh, this is some real fancy shit.
Nice.
I go inside the room. She's in lingerie. I was like, this is some real fancy shit.
You knew what she was doing for that vacation.
Oh my God.
Ready.
Fantastic. And at the time, I was borrowing my mom's car when all of this was going on. So she had to be to work in the morning. So I had to make sure I was back in the crib before she left. But fantastic experience. That chase, I will never forget that chase because it's just fun. Like it's just really, really great feeling when you're chasing. And I think that it's worth considering.
And on the other end, I'm sure she was happy too because women enjoy that. A man that's chasing after them, she got a story to tell. I fucked a New York nigga. You know what I mean? Like I was out of town. Like
we was in the W.
You feel like you went in, and listen, she went in too.
Right? Y'all both won in that situation. Y'all both won
in her bag.
Fact.
So she won too. So you feel like you won, she won too.
That's what y'all both won.
Sometimes niggas feel like, oh, I won over her. No, you didn't, bitch. She wanted to fuck too, right? So y'all both won.
Yeah, definitely was a W.
Yeah, a W and a W, bro. Come on.
All right, well, thanks for listening to another episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet. We shared some really dope stories. We would love to hear your stories. You can follow us on YouTube at SoRatchet, one word podcast. Hit the subscribe button. We go live every first Wednesday. You can also listen to us wherever you hear podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Podbean. We're the Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast when you're looking for us, where you listen to podcasts. And then connect with us on social media. We love to hear you. We love to see you. Follow
Slide
us.
in our DMs.
Slide in our DMs. Read the book mode one and just go for it, okay? What was I going to say? We're on IG at SoRatchet Podcast. We're on TikTok at SoRatchet Podcast. And we're on Twitter at SoRatchet Pod. Thank you for listening and see you next week.
Thank you, guys.
Next Wednesday.
See y'all next Wednesday.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Deuces.
Peace out.